Coach Amani here again. I'm a 2008 Olympic team coach and founder and owner of Elite Taekwondo, and I'm here talking about the 10 critical mistakes that parents make in choosing a martial arts school for their children. And I'm going to talk about mistake number 3, and now I'm not listing them in order of importance, but I'm listing them, okay, because I got to assign a number. But here's one of them. And where a parent is choosing between maybe 2 or 3 schools or some choices that they're making, and they say, hey, you know what, school A is $5 less a month than school B. We're going to go to school A because we're going to be smart consumers. Sometimes you get what you pay for, and on the other hand, I only use in this example $5 less. I mean, that's a Starbucks once. This is a huge mistake, because a lot of times the schools that are substandard, now I'm not saying Elite Taekwondo is really expensive, because we are not, but a lot of times the people who are substandard in martial art education, and there's a lot of good schools. I mean, it doesn't have to be a Taekwondo school, it could be a Kung Fu, it could be a Jiu-Jitsu, it could be whatever it is, but even amongst all of us who have quality schools, we know how the people who don't have quality schools compete. And what they do is they compete on price as best they can. And so they'll say, oh, you know, we're $5 less. Be careful. Be careful. The money you think you're saving now, let's just say a parent joins and they say, oh, you know, I've just, you know, my kids tried basketball, football, and volleyball, and baseball, and, you know, hockey, and all these different activities, and he never really took to it, so I'm going to put him in this activity, which, if you watched any of my other videos, know that that's the wrong way to think about martial arts. But just the same, they do come and they do think that it's okay, activity. We're going to put our child in this activity, and you know, we'll just try it out for a little while. Who knows, he'll probably quit, which is another huge mistake, but I'll get into that another time. The thing is let's say he has a propensity for this. He likes martial arts and he stays in, and it gets to a point where he's not moving forward anymore. Something happens, he stagnates, he's not progressing, and what happens is typically that the parent says, hey, you know, what's going on? I'm going to try a different school. I go to a different school, and we have had, and I mentioned this before, kids that come to our school even as black belts, and wow, I have to on occasion start them over as white belts from all the way from the beginning. And a parent, you know, I spent all this money. Be careful. You know, you're going to have, you think you're saving money, but you're investing in an education that's teaching 2 + 2 = 6. If you understand what I'm saying, they're learning incorrectly. They're not learning proper body mechanics. They're not learning martial arts. They're not learning Elite Taekwondo. So then it becomes a problem when they come, and then the time and energy and effort and the expense, if we have to break it down to something financial, of having to re-educate somebody's neurology, is much more expensive than to have started from the beginning and paid the $5 more a month. So it's a huge mistake, a critical mistake that parents make. You shop on price. This guy's cheaper. Think about it. Maybe for a reason. Elite Taekwondo, I know I've mentioned it before, but I'm going to mention it every single time. We have 6 area Houston locations, 5 of which are located conveniently all around Houston inside of multi-million-dollar facilities, Lifetime Fitness. And everywhere that there's an elite certified instructor, somebody who cares about your education of your child, and somebody who has a touch point also to higher levels of training. Thank you.